Okay, it's March, so it's time when the games really start to count and have some importance here. So, Alex, thanks for hopping on with me today.
Thank you once again.
So, I guess let's talk since we last spoke. I think it was after the Villanova game. So, no, it's been a probably like a week or so here, but the past two games in particular, the ones against Georgetown and Providence, it seems like this team kind of starting to really click, and you're seeing things start to come through a little bit more. Are you feeling that way with this team right now?
No, definitely. I definitely feel that right now with the guys, and we know how important this last stretch of games is for us to gain momentum heading into the Big East tournament and ultimately March Madness. So we want to be at our best right now, and I think we're slowly getting there as a team, and we still got a lot to improve on, but at the same time, I think our best basketball is yet to come, and we're starting to play more collective out there.
Yeah, what are some of those signs you look for just from being out there with the guys that like kind of, clue you in a little bit that this team is starting to click and hit its kind of, you know, good place to be in at this point in the year?
Yeah, I think against Providence defensively, we were better rebounding the ball. We were better. I think those are two keys that we've hadn't done a great job of earlier in the year, and I think now we've improved a lot defensively and rebounding wise. And you can just see how together we are out there, just how much fun we're having, how we're celebrating each other's success, whether that's after a bucket or after a defensive stop. And you can just really see the togetherness of this group and how badly we really want to represent UConn, how badly we want to make this program proud. So you definitely see it out there. And I think you just see just a group that's just out there, just taking it game by game and really just wanting to get better every single day.
Yeah. So take us through your game a little bit because it seems like the past, week and a half or so here that shots are starting to fall a little bit more for you. Are you feeling your game's getting into a spot where you like to see it?
No, definitely. I think the last game definitely helped me with Providence while I seen the ball go in. So that was great. And I knew eventually it'd start falling again. I just have trust in myself, trust in my work, and just the best support staff around me, whether that's with coaches, teammates, my parents. So really, I've gotten a lot of support, and I knew it'd start falling. So it's March too. So you said in the beginning too, it's March, and it's time to play our best basketball. So I'm excited for that.
Just need a little, what is it, that kinesio tape a little bit right on the shoulder. Is that what it is? I'll tuck just a little bit of
Little
tape.
bit of little bit of tape on the shoulder, then I'm like, all right, I don't need this tape no more, and now we're good.
I'm curious, just throughout like kind of the ups and downs of the season, as the shot wasn't falling as much to where it is, kind of starting to get back on track for you. How did you personally just kind of deal with kind of the ups and downs, as it's been going on throughout this season?
Yeah, it's tough in a way just because there's you kind of get sucked into like with a lot of the downness, whether that's with, you're not playing your best basketball and in a way you feel like if you were playing your best basketball and you were doing better, then the team would have a couple more wins. So you definitely start getting down that road, but you can't really get down that road. You gotta stay positive every single day and just continue to find confidence in yourself and know that the type of player you are. And especially for how much experience I have and the role I play for this team, I gotta carry myself the same way. And that's something I think I learned a lot through that. It challenged
Mhm.
me, but I know no matter how good or bad I'm playing, I gotta continue to be the same guy every single day.
Speaking of that confidence factor, it seems like someone else whose confidence has to be peaking right now is Terrace. Just what he's done these past couple games. What have you liked from what you've seen from him out there the over this past week?
Everything, everything. There's nothing, everything. What he's done is incredible. I mean, last game to have 24 and 18 to play the game that I don't even remember the stat line that he had against Georgetown was incredible too. So he's unbelievable and he's really tapped into the player that the coaches and everyone around him knew that he could be. And to see that version of him is scary because like it's just truly incredible how gifted and how talented he is. And he's a tough cover for really anybody.
Yeah, I know coming off the bench a little bit, we've seen a spark with Ahmad getting a few minutes here. As a freshman, what have you liked that you've seen from him? As he's starting to kind of adjust to the game a little bit more.
Yeah, he's fearless out there. He's willing to take command of the offense as the point guard, and he knows what to do and he knows his role out there. And he's just playing the role that he knows is best for the team, and that's going to have him success. And I think he's done a great job of that. I think he's really helped give Haas a couple moments of rest and just really having no setback. And defensively, he's been great for us and just playmaking wise. And I think he's done a really good job, especially, as a freshman and as someone who just really wants to be out there. And for someone, he does work really hard too.
Yeah, you bring up Haas there, and we got to talk about kind of one of the key sequences in that game yesterday, and that's when he went up and down the court, I think, three times with only one shoe. Did you realize he only had one shoe on?
Yeah, he had one shoe on. I was I don't know where I was on the court, but I seen him throw it in the baseline. I'm like, bro, what is he doing? So I was confused about that. And then I seen him carry the shoe and I don't know what happened. And then he was guarding Joseph, and I thought they would just put him in a ball screen just because that's what Providence does is ball screens. And
Yeah.
no, they didn't attack Hassan with one shoe, which was great for us. And then it was like a minute later, he got his shoe back. I was confused about the whole thing. I thought the ref would stop it at one point after a bucket, but oh, he did a great job for what he was dealing with.
As you look down this, kind of crazy to think only two regular season games left in this season. What are kind of just kind of those last minute areas of focus that you and the rest of the team are kind of working on as you get ready for postseason play?
I think it's defensively just always striving to be better. Just continue. We've had great games of defense. We also had a couple slip ups here and there, so we want to continue to be better defensively. And offensively, just continue to play with pace and just continue to limit the turnovers. And I think if we do those things, we'll be just fine and really reach the potential that we could really be at. But more so just getting a win on Wednesday, then focusing on Saturday, getting a win there, and really just have a lot of momentum and confidence heading into New York.
Yeah. I think against Georgetown, I think it was 93 points. I think 76 yesterday. The offense does seem to feel like it's starting to click again. Are you feeling that this offense is starting to get to a place where, you like where it's at it heading into March here?
Definitely. No, I've always liked where the offense has been at. I think now especially we're getting guys playing their best basketball now and really starting to get going. So yeah, I definitely like it and I think we're figuring it out now, which is, the perfect time to do so.
So let's talk a little bit about Marquette. That first matchup, you went in there on National Marquette Day and beat them. Obviously, they're going to come in to Gamble pretty fired up. How do you prepare for some of like that mentality part of the game, like knowing that like this Marquette team is going to be pretty fired up coming in here to try to take it to you guys after you beat them in their place?
Yeah, it's the same way that we have felt whether we lost at home and we had to go in at Creighton, had to get that win. So, or when Villanova came here after we lost to them. So we've been on the other side too. So we know how Marquette feels. So it shouldn't really be a surprise to us. And with where we are in the standings for the Big East and what we're fighting for as a team, this win is it's a huge game for both teams, but this win it means a lot for us if we when we can get it done. So we know Marquette's going to be coming in here fighting, especially when you win at someone's place, they want to cause
Yeah.
revenge. So we're going to have to do everything in our power to stop that and just play our basketball.
Yeah, I'm curious, what's kind of the keys of this game against Marquette? I know that the first time you went out there, you won in spite of some turnovers. Is that kind of the area of focus as you get ready to play them this week?
Yeah, it's definitely taking care of the ball. They're one of the best. They're one of the best defensive teams and one of the best teams in general in the country in forcing turnovers. So we want to protect the ball against them, and then for us defensively, it's just being able to guard the ball and just get stops. As they have a really good offense. They play a lot of one-on-one, and really making sure we lock in on their key guys. So we know how talented Marquette is. We know how great of a program they are, just how well coached they are too. So
Yeah.
it's always a battle every time we play them. I mean, at least for myself, I have a lot of respect for them just with seeing them playing them so many times.
Looking to add some local flavor to your lineup? Martin Rosel's is the MVP of your game day spread and a slam dunk for any occasion. Proudly made in hard-hit New Britain, their famous kielbasa and hot dogs have been a fan favorite for over 96 years. You can find their products in grocery stores across the state or have them delivered directly to your home court, coast to coast, via martinrosel.com. Take your taste buds to the championship and go support a UConn fan-owned business. Is it nice to wrap up the season with two games at Gamble?
Yes, it's very nice. It's very nice. I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm so happy we're done traveling all these Big East road games for the season, and then yeah, two Gamble games. No,
Yeah.
XL games are done too, but a home game's a home game. We're excited about that.
Yeah. All right. I've got some fun ones that came in here on social, so we'll go to a couple of these. Someone said in it, and I didn't even pick up on this. I guess Derek White of the Celtics was at the game yesterday. You get a chance to see him at all?
I did see him. He was in the Providence locker room, and I'm walking out, and I see him there, walking out of the Providence locker room. I wanted to say what's up. I wanted to ask for a picture, but there were already a lot of people asking him for a picture, and he gave that face to whoever he was with as if he wanted to go. So I let him be, and it was cool to see him, and I guess someone told me on the bench during a timeout that he was there too. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this led to a follow-up from this. Who's like the coolest celebrity athlete or someone you've seen at a game? It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I don't know because I feel like I'm missing a very obvious one right now. Derek White was cool. Shoot, the actor. What I want to say he's an actor. He was there for Texas. He wore that suit this year.
Oh, is it Matthew McConaughey? Was
Yeah,
he?
Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey was there. That was cool. Um, I remember the Packers coach, the Green Bay Packers coach. He was there for the Marquette game last year.
Okay.
Um, Obviously Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, those are at the top of my head. I feel like I'm missing somebody though. And I'm gonna ask my teammates tomorrow. I think I got the main ones. I
Yeah.
think I'm missing a big. Next episode, I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get other
Get
people's
the
opinions and see if I think.
Okay. All right. All right. I like that. See, give everyone a reason to tune back in. As things come down the stretch here, whether it's seeding for the Big East tournament, NCAA tournament, is that something as a player you kind of look and read into, or is it just, hey, whatever we get, we get, and we'll go from there?
Seeding for the Big East tournament, yes. Looking at it now, just with trying to get the highest seed possible and seeing what we got to do. Obviously, we have to win out, but what has to happen around the league also, just to ensure
Hmm.
we get the highest seed. For March Madness, no, it's whatever seed we get. Obviously, we want the highest seed possible, but whatever seed, we just got to go out there and play. And, no one knows the bracket until it's announced. So we're just going to go out there, play, and, see what happens during the bracket.
Yeah.
March Madness gets crazy. So you never know what could happen.
This one that also came in, I guess as you're going through the semester here, they want a class update and favorite class that you've got this semester.
Class update. I took a midterm in my online class, got 100.
There
I
you go.
took an exam on last Tuesday. I haven't checked the grade yet, but I'm confident in myself. I think I got an A. That was econ and law class. I felt like
Okay.
I did in that. I got an exam coming up in this class, not this class, Thursday. I wish you were a professor. I said this class. Thursday, some applied economics class. Worried about it. Very, very worried about it. But
Econ's tricky.
Econ's very tricky. And it doesn't help it's on Thursday, the day after we play Marquette late. So
Yeah.
um, hopefully I could pull some luck out. No, it's basically a lot of econ classes and then one online media class. So we're doing
Okay.
good. We're doing good. I gotta do good.
Yeah. There you go. Seems like you're on the right track there. You mentioned late You mentioned late night Wednesday, 8:30. Is that a tough tip time?
I don't mind it. It's in a gamble game, I don't mind it.
Okay.
I'm always the type of guy that likes noon or early tip-off games. Just I'm more of a morning person, but 8:30 is cool. I don't mind it, but
All
it's
right.
it's better when it's 8:30 at home versus 8:30 on the road.
All right. How about late night at MSG for the Big East tournament there?
See, that one's cool too.
Yeah.
That one we'll let that one slide. We'll let people that one.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what time you guys end up getting this year, depending on the seed there. Uh, it seemed like last or yesterday in the game against Providence, I think it was after you had a big putback heading into a timeout there. You and Coach Hurley got pretty pumped up together. What was that moment like?
It's awesome. I mean, just making a play that Coach Hurley loves, and he always talks about making identity plays. So getting a no board and an and one's definitely an identity play, and just doing just being hyped up with Coach Hurley. It's awesome, and just being hyped up with the team in general. So it was
Yeah.
definitely a cool moment. It was definitely a moment that it was a big moment in the game too, just making sure that we solidified and just stayed in control of the game.
Yeah. As you head towards March, how much of like that, your past experiences do you think can help this team heading into March? It has, a decent number of guys playing minutes that, they may not have played in last March or really didn't play March at all.
No, it's super important. I basically know how the tournament works and what to expect each round. So, just making sure we stay present in every single moment. And when we get to the point and see the bracket, we can't overlook anybody and we can't look into possible future matchups as
Yeah.
it might not even happen based on how the bracket goes. So, just making sure we stay locked in every single day and just enjoy the moment. I mean, for a lot of guys, the first time playing a March Madness, and the other half, we've played in the biggest game already, so it shouldn't intimidate us at all. So just making sure we're confident and just in a way just treat it as another game, but obviously it's at higher stakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the mentality switch at all a little bit once you get to these, win and go or go home type games?
Um, for us right now, it shouldn't, just because we're treating it right now as like win or go home with our season right now. It's just trying to gain as much momentum.
Hmm.
But when the ball tips up, I don't think the mentality switches. I think you're just playing basketball and just playing a game. It's just those stakes that you want to do. You want to give that extra effort and you want to play harder, just knowing that, if you do lose, your season's over and no one wants that to happen.
Yeah. What do you think it is about these teams that you've been on? Because it seems like come like, late February, teams really kind of start to like hit its stride. What do you think that is?
I think it's just everything we've been through since November, and whether that's dealing with a tough loss or dealing with how tough practices are, or even dealing with the big time wins that we get, whether that's at a
Mhm.
different college or at MSG. So really I think we've been through so many highs and lows, whether that was this year, last year, whatever, that really made us stick together. And I think everything that you've gone through makes you stronger, and you're at your strongest in March when it's needed.
Awesome. Well, Alex, as always, really appreciate the time. I know it's a crazy time of year. Good luck on the midterm on Thursday.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna do our best.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. So
Exactly.
so good luck with that. We'll try to chat either before Big East or in between Big East and NCAA tournament time. So enjoy these games as much as you can. I know it's gets crazy out there.
No, definitely. Thank you so much.